What is going on, everybody? Welcome to something brand new. It was going to be a time lapse, but I only have Movie Maker, and apparently that doesn't let you speed things up. So we're going to do it a little bit differently this week. Maybe the future ones will be a bit better, but this is something completely different. We're in Hearts of Iron 4, as you've probably noticed. Nothing unusual at all going on with the map. Nothing weird here, I should say, because that is the name of the mod that we're using. Yeah, it looks pretty normal to me. Nothing too out of ordinary. Yeah, I'll just sort of pop in every year and explain what has happened. I'm imagining this game's going to run pretty normal because there's just no significant changes I can notice. But yeah, I'll see you very soon. Okay, so it's been 2 years because nothing really happened in the first year, like literally nothing. I think Italy took out Ethiopia, so we didn't need to cover that. But it's been 2 years now, so it's 1st of January 1938. The main event is obviously going on here. It's been a weird civil war. The yellow Republican Spain sort of like moved around. At first they were doing really well at the top and terrible at the bottom, then they sort of migrated down this way. I think they're going to lose eventually, but they put up a good fight. You know, they made it. They were bordering Portugal at one point, but yeah, I think they are going to fall apart. I mean, this orange bit was hardly here. It was down here, and now it's expanded a little bit, so yeah, they'll probably lose eventually. The other big thing is a big war over in Asia. I think Japan attacked China, and then Communist China did grab some land off China as well, but yeah, I think it's China v. the Chinese United Front. Yeah, there we go. That's what it is. Pretty bog standard, normal stuff that happens most games. Here we go. I think it's equal at the moment. No real winner. And yeah, Spanish Civil War heavily going towards nationalist Spain, as was sort of expecting. No one else has joined a faction yet. Let's just see what some of the big guys are up to. Germany. Oh, Anschluss. Well, there we go. We know what's coming very soon. Fortify East Asia from the UK. France, fortification focus. Obviously, it's to keep the Greeks out. I mean, yeah, come on, who wouldn't? Armament effort for Greece in their new home. And Italy is modernising their army. I really want to see what Italy does to these guys. Like, are they going to invade them, or are they going to do nothing? I don't know if the tech tree switches with it, or are they just going to have to wait ages? I'm not really sure. I mean, I feel like it works for them. As someone that played as them recently, I should know. But yeah, hopefully they'll get involved. I'm kind of excited. Obviously, less expectations for Greece. I think it just makes France a bit stronger because they don't have to worry about Italy. But we'll see what happens. It's going to be... We're on elite difficulty. I don't know if that makes a difference, but I feel like we might see something big break out this year. Okay, so it's 1939. Not too much happened in the last year as we were sort of waiting for Austria. Disappeared up. All gone. Goodbye. Part of Germany now. And Spain did manage to win this. I don't know how well Japan's doing, so let's have a look. Sort of been focused in on Europe. Looks like it's pretty close. They've not done that thing where they sort of land everywhere, so still seems pretty equal. I think it actually is pretty equal. Yep, status quo. So hopefully though, 1939, we all know what should happen this year. Hopefully things will spice up a little bit. Okay, it's New Year's Eve in the game of 1940. I thought I'd stop just before so I don't miss. I don't know. Things have changed in Europe. We'll go over there in a second. As you can see, Japan's doing pretty well now. So that's already a big difference from before. I don't want to show off the war screen just yet because it will spoil what I'm about to show you. But let's just check the factions. So they're still, yeah, they're pretty much the same. Oh, scroll over. No one saw anything. Let's go to Europe, I guess. Yes, that's Italy and Bulgaria, obviously down here. Yeah. Germany annihilated Poland in August. Then one day, next day went after the Netherlands. Next day, Belgium. And then took out France in about 2 months. So yeah, that's impressive. They've also just attacked Denmark and Norway, so we'll see how that goes for them. But yeah, this is pretty Axis heavy, although Italy have been kicked out of Africa, so maybe there's some hope for the Allies just yet. Okay, it's 1941, almost 3 days away. But I don't know what this mod has played this role, but we have got the scariest Axis I've ever seen. Yeah, it's the dawn of 1941. If you notice, Bulgaria, Romania, and Slovakia are in. So there's if I just switch to this map mode, there's a very fitting meme, which I'm sure you can think of yourselves, of what's going to happen to Hungary at some point. But yeah, that is terrifying. They took out Norway and Denmark. That's like, and Yugoslavia. That was the main things that sort of happened over the last year, and they added Romania to the team. Yeah, that is pretty. This is the map. It's not looking great. Japan's also making some gains. Sure, we'll see them win fairly soon. But yeah, I don't really know if there's a way back, because Germany hasn't taken like any losses. Like I think they've lost 200k, maybe less. Let's have a look. Here we go. So Germany has lost 233,000 troops. That's it. I mean, Italy has lost more, which is really embarrassing. Also, somehow Iceland joined the Axis. I think Germany let them go, and then Britain attacked them for no reason at all. So that was a bit weird. So yeah, even Iceland's getting in on the fun. That's how dominant it is. So that's all. This is all that's left. The Dutch East Indies, UK, British Raj, Malaya. I mean, there's a chance they could get into the UK. Is it Operation Sea Lion? Yeah, there's a good chance they do it. So we're going to have to see how this next year plays out. Around the rest of the map, I don't think there's anything too crazy going on. Italy did get completely kicked out of Africa, but I mean, France got kicked out of Europe, so, I don't know if that's a fair trade, and I don't know if Greece have done anything. I think they're even less likely to join the Allies at this point, and I don't know if Germany can actually invade them, so they might be safe. I'm over here, just spectating as Bolivia. You may have noticed I started as France. I just changed because I don't know how to get rid of this stuff at the bottom. So I'm sorry. Hopefully that will... It's not the end of the world. I think there's another setting, so I can observe as nobody, but at the moment I don't know how to do it. And there's also one to change the country, but I can't remember the button. But it's fine, it's not that I need to. It's kind of fun just sitting back and watching. But obviously, yeah, I'm very worried even for these guys. I'm not sure the Soviet Union could stop this. It's going to be one heck of a war. We'll see if America get involved though, because obviously I assume once Japan wraps this up, that might be the case. So I'll see you soon. Okay, so Japan wrapped it up. They won pretty heavily. They also attacked the Philippines, which brought in America. That didn't change all too much. Japan still seems to be doing very well. They haven't got Hawaii, but they did grab everything else down this way so far. I'm sure they'll probably get the Philippines soon. And as you see, yeah, they picked up, basically turned all these countries fascist. And now over to Europe. It happened. What happened? Vichy France got free. But then they sort of lost in Africa as well. But yeah, they're here now. Bit of a difference. And yeah, Germany v the Soviet Union happened. It's going pretty well for Germany so far, even in the winter. It started in July. So we may be looking at the best Germany ever in this game. I don't know, maybe. I also looked, Italy sucks. So I don't know if that's because they've literally swapped with Greece or what. I don't know. But they have 20 divisions. They're not really doing much at all. Syria and I had like 200 when I played as Italy quite recently, and still failed, but still, ignore that. Yeah, Germany should win this, I'm guessing. They're at war with the US, but they've not done anything. The UK is not really fighting back. Spain is actually making progress now down here. Actually, no, they're not. Spain's not in it. Never mind. But yeah, I'm interested to see what the next year... I feel like the next year is going to be a big one, because if the Soviets collapse, I don't really see a way back for the rest of the world. Even with America. Yeah, they need to pull something off real soon, I guess. Okay, so it's 1943. I missed the 1st of January. I tried, I got distracted, but we're only 2 days off. Things are getting pretty crazy. It's on the ropes. America is doing nothing. That's the main reason why they invaded Iceland. We'll give them that. But yeah, Japan's just conquering sort of all the Dutch East Indies. They've left the Philippines, to be fair. I don't know if America's there. They've seemed to have ignored that. Got a lot of these Pacific islands. Somehow, Japan is managing... Actually, now it seems to have turned... Okay, British Raj is fighting back. It was going Japan's way. Never mind, that changed. But yeah, this is quite interesting. Don't normally get this. These two fighting. And I assume Britain's there as well, helping. And up here, it's not over yet, but Germany is definitely making good progress. They've got 2 already pretty big victory points from Kiev and Minsk. Looks like they're going up this way, down this way, so the usual Stalingrad, Leningrad, and then finish up in Moscow kind of thing. So it's looking very scary. And it's also kind of close to the real World War II. Maybe we've all been lied to. Maybe Greece and Italy are the other way around in real life. Who would have thought? But yeah, this weird mod seems to have given Germany the power to not declare on too many people at once. They've actually taken every single step one at a time. I can't believe what we're witnessing, but it's happening in front of our very eyes. Okay, so it's 1944 now. Oh, how do I get rid of this? There we go. Oh, not this again. There we go. It's all gone. I know what I'm doing, trust me. It is 1944, about 1 year from possibly the end point. I don't know what year I'll go to. I don't have Road to 56 on because it didn't work with the mod, so I don't know if we can go too far beyond 1945. From here, we can see it's pretty clear that the Soviet Union should capitulate soon. As I said just a second ago, Stalingrad, Leningrad, and Moscow have all now fallen, just about. So it's just a matter of grabbing the sort of 5 value victory points. Just grabbing as much. It will happen. It's not an if anymore. There's a couple of like D-Day style attempts. What is this? Is that Ireland? Or is it? I assume so. There's a couple of like little invasions by the Allies, but so far they've all been crushed. The main sort of event for them is sort of down here in Southeast Asia. Japan's now actually fighting back, so that's interesting. It was going a bit better for British Raj before, but yeah, now Japan's winning again. But there's 2 wars. I think the difference is that the Axis are not at war with the Comintern, so they're not the Axis. The Japan's faction is not at war with the Comintern, so that's why there's 2 separate ones, but they're both pretty much the same thing. Obviously, if Japan joins, then the Soviet Union will fall even quicker. But Germany, as you see here, 15 million losses for the Soviets. It's 44 to 433 divisions. That's not very accurate. But Germany has 1 to 404. I can tell you Germany has a lot more than 1. I imagine it's definitely nearer the higher number. And for the Soviets, I imagine it's probably more in the middle. Not really sure, but that's my guess. They've lost 4 million though, so quite a lot now. But compared to 15 million... not really that big. By the way, Romania are doing great. They've not even lost 1 million and they've killed 1.5 million. So that's pretty bad. Well, good in a HOI4 sense, I guess. Yeah, obviously. But we will understand. This is just a game. Let's not get into that debate. But yeah, 1 more year. I think unless the Allies pull off some miracle, I think we're going to see Germany conquer everything. I don't know what the peace deal will look like. That's probably going to be like the end point, I'm guessing. Although there won't be a peace deal with the Allies. So I don't know. We'll see what happens in the next coming year. Okay, so here we are, probably for the final time. 1945, the 1st of January. I'm actually going to leave the game running because the Soviet Union is 1% away from collapsing. So it should happen like any second now. But apart from that, a few things have happened. Japan has recovered pretty well. Though it's a bit of a mess. They have grabbed most of India. So I'll probably give it to them, I guess. Hungary somehow escaped their fate and joined the Axis, and so did Turkey out of nowhere. And now they've just started pushing into the UK, which is quite an interesting little side thing, which means they might actually take Africa back. That would be quite interesting. But yeah, there's not really been any success from the Allies. Norway's here. I think they're just allowed to be there. But yeah, I think if we wait, hopefully, something should happen really soon. 20% when it has 20% or less. So it should happen really, really soon, basically. Hopefully not too long. That'd be awkward for us, just sat here. But yeah, the US has not really done anything at all. They've just sat there and watched. I don't know what their losses are at. Where are they? They're down here. 3 million. Okay, those naval invasions aren't working out for you guys. But yeah, I think this game is... we've got a winner, or we know what's going to happen, who's going to win. Pretty decisive at this point. So if you've got any more mods you'd like to see me use, basically in next week's version of this, whatever it may be, that's awesome. If you want to leave some comments below, I think I should have time. No, I might not have time for it to be next week, but the weeks after, I'm not really sure. But yeah, I'll probably try my best. And obviously I have some mods I want to use as well, but I'm sure they'll come up. Who is that? Who's that in green? Australia. Okay, well, that's not going to last, is it? But yeah, I'll just wait a second. I'll cut it out, and then we'll show you the outcome of this. Because we're not going to get a peace deal, I don't think. Even with all this, I don't think they'll capitulate the USA. And there we go. And there is a peace deal, at least for these guys. Treaty, Republic of Tajikistan. That's pretty cool. I've not seen them before. Released. Kyrgyzstan, Soviet Union annexed. Legend. Oh, poor Romania. They got a whole 3 states. It doesn't even look like they did. I swear they looked like this before. But never mind. And German Reich just straight up took 144 states. There's a couple of gaps in that. Wow. Yeah, they've won this one. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to leave a like down below. Be sure to leave a comment. And I'll see you in the next one.